And we're back with another episode of Let's Play Graveyard Keeper. I'm your host, the RPG Guy. Oh boy. Really quick, I just want to process this last nail here. We don't have that taking up any inventory space. Let's process all of this rock right now. I know there's no bodies down below, or no carrots down below. Ah! No! What? Because, yeah, more stone's going to be coming down from the zombie porter. And we should keep processing stone until all that's left is, until we start seeing marble. And really what I should also be doing is using this stone, because we're going to run out of storage space. So, let me see here. We need to look at those lanterns. I think it's just... I don't know what it is. We'll have to go look. And we'll take as many of those supplies with us to start building the lanterns. Gotta freaking find one, though. Here's one. So, I guess it takes, from the look of it, to make a good one, it's going to take stone, which we have plenty of, steel, simple parts, which we need to make a bunch of, and glass, which we don't have that much of. So we need to look at those particular elements. There's one there. Why did I not see that? Okay. Yeah. Oh, look at it! Just eat this. I want it out of the inventory. Okay. So we need a lot of glass. How will we be on that frontier? We need more sand. So let's dig up a pretty big metric ton of sand. We need coal as well, now that I'm also thinking about that. Okay. Let's get to that. Well, that's enough sand. For various different things that we need to do with it. We'll grab some clay while we're down here, too, I think, would be a good idea. We should pick up some wood on our way back, because we don't have a full set of wood, either. I think the clay was over this way. So let's grab some wood. Worst case, we could always make firewood. So we should be good on sand and clay for a little while. We need more coal so we can make things like graphite, so we can make steel. And we need to figure out, we're out of lenses, so we may even want to look at how to make more lenses. Because it looks like we're going to need that for some of the finer work that's coming later.
which to making a lens requires that, which isn't a big deal. It's just oil and that. And we can buy oil. Requires faith and glass. So, real quick. I mean, when I want to make it, I can. I think there might be some clay space over here. Strangely enough, there is not. Let's do some of that for right now. Make some steel. We'll put clay in here too. We'll convert that clay into other stuff later, but oh, I've got the carrots. Okay, let's get us some fuel for the fire. Because if I want, I should have made glass. Well, whoops. That's fine. Once the steel's done, we'll be good. Now, I will say this. Once we get the lumberyard going again, we could just make firewood. We don't need to worry about coal. The catch is that we don't have the means to do that yet. We need 2 bodies to run that. I don't think we need regular stone right now. So really the next zombie that we get, we may want to put towards a very different set of tasks. We want him to start porting the old lumber down, and then when he's ready, just start mining it and try to get, or just wait for 2 zombies. Ooh, limestone. Sulfur. I have no idea what we're going to use any of it for, but that's awesome. Okay, that's good enough. It gives us some green. I have not analyzed coal yet. Okay, we will analyze coal. Okay, so we have a game plan. It's a rough game plan, but we have a game plan. Like I said, we still need to process stone as it comes in too, so that'll be a thing. We're gonna get Bybes somewhere, I don't know. Maybe from the witch if we could make the thing she wants. Which requires us to make Cresvold happy, and I'm not quite sure how to do that. Buying stuff and selling stuff to him doesn't seem to do jack squat. Is that stone or marble? I can't tell. Alright, jokes aside. Let us put that in there. And that leaves us with one of those. We'll take one of these and take those down to the basement. Again, you might say, why aren't you getting bodies? And number 1, I keep forgetting to put carrots in the basket. Number 2, we needed that. We really needed that stuff. Not gonna lie. We are gonna put it out there now. Like I said, any bad zombies that come in, we will
put to work. We need bad zombies to come in. We need to process what looks like to be regular stone, and this needs to get done so we can make glass. Once the glass is made and the stone is processed, we can start doing the lantern construction for whatever that grants us. We should check the grapes too. Yeah, grapes are ready. Boom. Out of room for metal. Okie dokie. We need to analyze that too. Analyze that. Because the more I think about it, it's like the more shit we need realize we need to analyze. I think we're good on rope and stuff like that, so we're not gonna plant any more hemp till we need to. We're not hurting for it, so. Because it's starting to get to a point where we're holding on to so much shit. We're constantly producing, in a sense, so much shit. We don't have a place for half of it. And we're not using it in any way that's sensible. So that's why I'm pondering how to go about the next couple of days here. We need to slow production down on, like I said, things like hemp. I mean, we could technically keep making it till we get a full stack, but I think right now we don't have a fast means of making candles yet. And I didn't see a single candle option that was feasible. The other thing we haven't looked at, and I keep regretting not looking at it, is incense and making incense makers in the church. Yeah, okay, so those are not permanent. So incense might be an option. Okay, so it's 4 polished stone and 4 simple iron parts. We should see if we can make these and see where in the church they could actually go. Because maybe they're a better option than the candles. Because candles are too hard to make. Without the beehive thing, I don't see how you could feasibly do it. So, just a point for us to think of. Because alchemy we can kind of do up, in a sense, up the ass. So, as far as I'm concerned with regards to alchemy, it's like, why aren't we pursuing that? Because we haven't thought to do it. But in order to achieve such feats, we need to actually work with it. And boom. No iron. We need to make a ton of simple parts, though. I don't think I put one of those down there. It's fine, we'll do it later. No, I'm holding on to it. And the polish I didn't put in there either. Oh boy, what was I going to do? Oh yes. There we go. Let's rest because we should be expecting a body soon. And if the body doesn't show up, we'll do the polished marble. Speak of the devil. Please tell me the furnace is done with the steel. Nope. I see marble in there, though. We're starting to get marble. This is good. So now that sit there. Okay, let's check this body. It's a good body. We're not hurting for resources of specific types, it's just a mild inconvenience at the moment. So again, there's not really much reason for us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice. There's not really much of a reason for us to focus on zombifying bodies. It's just saying we have an auxiliary use for bodies right now. There's a big sixer. 130. We're getting there. So like I said, we're going to make that 4 polished stone and see what we really can do. Let's break this down while we're here. Yeah, we have the materials to do this. Let's go kind of over to the church and see what's up with the incense builder. We can figure out how to make that fragrance stuff later. But for me, the big one is trying to figure out if and what we can do, because it seems pretty difficult to make candles. Okay, this takes up a bigger space, so it looks like it would be better off where these candles are. How much do they give us? They give us 1, so they would actually lower our church quality a wee bit. By 4, it looks like. Well, we need it above 50, so let's go ahead. We need 4, 8, 12, 16 polished stone, it looks like. Because I don't know. It won't fit there. So 4, 8, 12, 16. But here's what I want to do before we even bother with that. Can we do better? I think there's a better incense. Yeah, level 2. A little pricey, but let's unlock it. That gives us a +3, but it uses marble. Okay, so the polished stone does us no good, which is fine. But that's not a problem, because we could replace these +2s with these 3s. Let me see if there's a better candle. Candelabra. There is, but it's very expensive and it's probably way more than we would be willing to do. We should also look at this upgrade too. We probably should have looked at that over this, but the incense we might be able to make. So let's check that out really quick. I'm curious. Aromatizer. So this is still pretty cheap to make compared to the candles. Like, we don't even know how to make white paint. So this is the best concoction we can literally make, and it's not very good. So I'm wondering if we should figure out how to make aromatizer. It'll be on the back burner for a little while, but it is something we need eventually to consider. Why not? We're not gonna build it right now. We have no reason to build it. It was cheap. We don't have the 5 to get to the digestion. Okay. Next tier is jewelry. Really, most of this is done for the time being. Okay. Why am I carrying this with me? And I still didn't put down there what I meant to put down there. Ah. You guys can't take me anywhere. Oh, Jesus crow. Okay. Everything else has to go back. I'm actually out of room for the fat. We need to remove fat regardless of the body, so it's not like it's something we can just arbitrarily stop doing, so we're not going to worry about that yet. Alright, the fucking furnace should be done by now. Which means we can start producing freaking glass. Finally! Let's do 100 of the coal. Which will give us enough fire to do whatever we want for quite a while. Let us burn some glass. Should be enough glass to get us started. We don't need the polished stone. We don't need the steel ingots on us anymore. Okay, so at this point, I want to see what it takes to polish brick. Okay, to even process marble, we need wood wedges, which have not been studied. Figures. Okay, to polish, we just use an iron chisel. So the same chisel we used for other stuff, so that's pretty straightforward. So let's... Damn it, let's do... Oh, I don't... Okay, I don't have... Two things have to happen here. Well, one, we can't do that yet. Two... Let's see if we have anything that makes us better at sculpting, but I don't think so, unless it's under that. But now I have a nice one, so let's make, if we can. Let's deal with that. Still need more marble. Because it's going to be a thing where we have 15 marble, we need 16 marble total. Ooh, this is a bad body. So let's not... Well, let's take everything off of it, because we can use everything except the... We'll leave the fat on this one, because we don't need the fat. Nah, we'll take the fat too. We'll just take everything. Except we'll take everything except the big organs. We don't know what to do with that stuff yet. I think we'll leave the bone in as well. We don't need extra bone. We don't know what else to use it for. Ah, we need 10 faith. So we'll leave it there. We'll get some more faith in a couple days. Should be fine. We don't need it to think that hard. So we'll leave it there so we have a body ready to go. Faith is not an issue at this juncture. And from the look of it, it looks like we need faith to... We're on the way there, guys. Very, very... Oops, I did not mean to do that. Slowly but surely, we are getting there. We need to take more carrots down south, too. We might just take them all out there. That way, anytime I fucking think I need them, I don't have to worry about being at the house to get them. Let's take all this. I don't even think I could grab it all. Yeah. We need more sticks. Oh my god. So let's go grab as many sticks as we can from over here. Grab everything that's on this tier so we know not to look here again. So the question we have to ask ourselves is what's more important, reviving the zombie? Oh, we got another body coming. Reviving the zombie or using the faith to make the sculptures? That's really where we need to start making some considerations here. I have a feeling, a strong feeling too, that we probably should work on the sculptures. But the zombie's body's not going to keep, so it's kind of a two-way street here. It's probably in our best interest to create the zombie. And we may even have to make two of them, so depending on the quality of this body that's coming in. Whenever it gets here. There it is. Well, that would be a 5 quality, wouldn't it? Yeah, we'll bury this one. It's getting there. So my goal now is to fill in those little gaps. Let's just drink this. I know it dropped our rating again back to the 127 range, but that's fine. It'll jump right back up. And like I said, here's a... Oh. Did I not alter this one? This is one that needs to be altered. So we actually have two bodies. As far as I'm concerned, the body quality looks okay. Hold on. So my point is this. Let's grab these two things. Let's dig this body out and use this as a... No. Oh, I need an exhume permission. Use this as a zombie. We just need 20 faith. So we'll skip the marble. Deal with the zombies. Alright, as far as everything else goes, we need to store everything that we're sitting on. Yeah, because that too is pretty abysmal. Surprised I didn't pull that up. I must have forgotten. Or not noticed. We need to break some fat down if we're not going to really use it. Put one of those in there. One of those in there. Put them in twos because we're using them for the marble. Okay, we need to make a new thingy as well. Chisel. Use the rest of our energy to make that chisel.
I know this day and the day before seem a little slow, but I think we are making giant steps or strides in the right direction. It's a process, you know, like anything. Let's finish our marble craft here. And then prep these 3 pieces of marble to be worked on. Alright. Let's go to the church and do the zombie thing that I said we were going to do, because we clearly need to do it. Or those bodies are just going to deteriorate further and further and further. And we can't have that. I also want to finish that hole that I started. Ooh, free faith. That'll help. I did not dump enough shit off. We should have enough. We shall find out. Okay, so the body's rotten. Okay, well... Shit. This one we can do. So at least we can get things started. This one we're gonna have to burn. What I think we'll do is we'll set him on porter duty for the lumberyard. We should have enough faith to kind of finagle the next zombie. I'm wondering why we're not getting any iron ore or anything, too. I'm wondering what's up with that other mining zombie area. Probably should have checked it out, but we should really do this right now. We've already started this process. Let's continue it. I want to get it ready so that we don't need to worry about certain elements. The big thing is, what does it take to actually make... So it really only takes 1 polished marble stone. Okay, and then we worry about the gold quarf quality of the steel chisel later. So that would give us a pretty good odd of producing a gold star, and he wants 3 of them, so it's something for us to think about once we get to that junction. What we can do is leave the marble stone here. Okay. We have 13. I need 16 total. Actually, 16 for the church, plus 3 more, so we need 5. we go. I don't remember what else we needed. I thought it was complex parts over the simple, so let's make a few more. Let's go to the church and figure out what's going on with that. And then from there, once the incense guys are in, we can start working on the lanterns, because we don't really know at this exact moment how to make the different aromas. Which, that's something we really need to fuck around in alchemy to figure out. It can't be a very complicated technique thing, so it's just a matter of us figuring out what it is. Okay, we brought everything to do it. That's good. Lots of scrap. Did I not? Because then we only have to worry about those 4 candles in the future and having the incense going. Okay, so those are all built. Let's drop off the last leftover marble. I need one more piece of polished marble for some reason. Okay, we'll do one more. Now, what I need for the other stuff is we need the stone. We need the glass. We need these joints. We don't need the big ones. So we'll maneuver some of that around here. We don't need the complex parts. We don't need this. We need to put the meat with the other meat. Alright. Let me check on the carrots too, because for some reason those aren't... I don't know how many carrots we have here. Yeah, we should have some. Alright, let's get started with the torch thing so we can figure out what the benefit of that actually is. Because as far as I'm concerned, I don't know if there's even a benefit to it. And if there is, lo and behold, I have no idea what it could possibly be. We just need to start working on it. There's another bee. There's another bee. We have 6, so that's 8. So 2 more bees and we can start making the fucking
Maybe start producing our own freaking honey. And the wood's almost gone, so when we see that porter zombie, we might want to pull him over and kind of replace him out. Oh, we got beeswax. Hopefully, building the beehive things. I forget what the technical term for them are. Will start producing for us more bees, and on top of that, and more importantly, beeswax. Because if we start producing beeswax regularly, we have the materials all ready to go to start producing lots and lots of more important things. Specifically, candles. We can start having candles ready for every event at the church. That will upgrade the money we get, which is, our money is almost 50. We might have to actually start looking at preparing the meat for sale that we've been stocking up on for quite a while. So, you know, we got plans. Things are starting to come into place here. So we're out of glass. We need to really figure out how much more we need. We need 2, 4, 6. What's the problem? I think I need to build a trunk. I think that's what it is. 4 flitch and some nails. I think the problem is up here is the dude has nowhere to store what he makes. Which is why he hasn't really been making anything. Okay, that's simple enough. We need more glass. We'll produce more glass too when we get back to the house. We'll also... Well, we gotta deal with that body. So first things first, we deal with the body that just arrived. We either zombify it and put it to work in the lumber yard. Because until we get a trunk up north, there's not much benefit of worrying about that at the moment. I do like these lanterns, though. What the use of them are going to be, I couldn't tell you. And I'm wondering if we could build more of them somewhere, but nothing shows that we can. Because we didn't see anything in here. So whatever that means, just, you know. Is there anything here? No, but we need to figure out how to get these saplings would be nice. Oh, that's a good body. We're going to keep this one. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. I'll give us a 5er. Must have been from the negative stuff in it, but that's fine. Alright, let's head back. We'll use as much left... Oh, wait a minute. Carrots. I'm not sure... I'm not quite sure what else we can really do to improve the area around us. Let's make some glass anyway. With the water I don't have. 2 more bees and we're in good business here. That goes in the basement. We'll deal with that later. Oh boy. So we need to take the materials to make a trunk up there. We might even make, I don't know, 2, but let's make 1 for sure. Maybe 2, I don't know. Wait, I don't know. We'll see. We need to, in a sense, figure that out. But we'll need nails, flitch, which we need more of that. Take the rest of our simple parts. Should actually make a few more. Okay, and then we need more flitch. I do it on equipment here. We're carrying a lot of shit, so I want to figure out what we can do to carry less shit. Drop this off. This and this can go to the cemetery, but we're not there. Or this goes underground, really. That goes to the cemetery. This goes to the underground, so does that. We need more nails. Alright, let's start heading up that way, and we might want to build another chest for down where we are as well. The bees are not ready. It shows him taking everything, it looks like, back. Specifically these things. Because it looks like that's what's being sat on. And there's, I think, what's already been produced. Which, if that's the case, that does mean we need to make an effort to make more storage back at the house. Again, not a hard thing for us to do. We have the resources. It's just a matter of doing it. Alright, so we should start getting results here for that stuff. Which is great. As a new body just rolled in, so we're going to go right to it and check it out. And then, after that, we gotta figure out what the next step is. Because now we're getting to a point in the game where... There's no lantern stuff up there. We're getting to a point where, again, we need logging zombies for sure. And get the logging going so that way we can have that infinite amount of billet. I'm trying to think of what else we can feasibly use and or do. We're good on stone because we haven't even used all the stone that we have for those lanterns. I don't see anywhere else that we can build lantern stuff, so I guess we're good for now. I don't know why they had us build it up there other than that's a path to help us, in a sense, find the lanterns. But whatever. Let's see what's up with this guy. He's usable. This blood. We'll remove this fat. And we'll bury him. But at least we have a really good moderate game plan here. I'll leave that one open because I just don't care. There we go, another fiver. The urns. Which we might have to start considering here. We've got, well, we still got quite a ways to go before we have to worry about the urns. Let's go into the church basement, drop that stuff off. And then start figuring out our next course of action. Don't have any fat. We put all this back in storage up top. But what we do need to do, most important of all of that, how much money do we have? 45. What we do need to do, next step here, is make more storage chests up in the workshop area. Because that porter's going to start bringing stuff and filling our inventory with it. And I do have a mild concern about that. Because we're just going to slowly start running out of space for everything. So we need to be just slightly weary of that. I didn't check to see if there was flitch in the other. I think there wasn't. There isn't. But we need to do what I said. Trunks. For right now, we'll just build one. Good. Salt goes inside. As far as going forward here, we can't really complete much of the story stuff. We need to do the dungeon. So that's really where we're at right now. Dungeon exploration, figuring out how to make incense so we can start applying it. And then we gotta also continue the graveyard and make more zombies. Specifically right now, as it stands, we need one for the mine and one for the workshop. Or one for the woodworking. So the woodworking one taking priority because we do need that to run without us having to monitor it. So we do have, in a sense, a smorgasbord of things for us to accomplish. In order for us to do it effectively, we're still not quite there 100%, but we're 2 zombies away from perfection up north to a degree. And to be fair, we could start making more stockpiles at the workshop, so that way we have more stone and more marble than we would ever need. So there's a realm of that needs to be explored too. As far as figuring out other things, we need to figure out how to complete some of the NPC requirements. There's a whole bunch of those that we're just not quite able to do, like how do we get Clotho to help us when we can't unlock the tier 2 stuff from Kresvold. So there's a handful of things, and the next big day we can actually accomplish something is when we get more faith, right? So we're holding on to the current faith in case a zombie opportunity presents itself, but all the faith coming in the future, we're going to start putting it towards finishing that requirement for the church. So there's a handful of things we got to do and a whole bunch more we got to figure out. But I want to thank you guys for stopping by. Like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. Check out my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/HectorStudios for more live gaming action. And those are the things we'll be looking at when we come back. So we'll see you guys next time.